Welcome everyone, my name is Anna and I'm the blogger and blogging growth strategist behind the She Approach, and in today's workshop I'm going to share with you the reasons why you should launch an ebook in 2019. Ebooks have changed my life, as cheesy as that sounds, and honestly before I wrote my first ebook I was questioning who am I to write this ebook. If you are struggling with the same thing, do watch today's workshop, but if you're looking for a sign that you should write this ebook, here it is. So go ahead guys, enjoy this workshop. I'm gonna dive right in. Please feel free to reach out if you have any questions, but please do not let fear stop you from creating something that's gonna change not only your life, but other people's lives as well. I'm gonna dive right in here, and before I do that, just a little warning. This workshop is not live. I'm not going to be one of those people who hosts workshops and pretends it's live and kind of chats to people in the comment box that are not even leaving comments, but I will read your comments afterwards, so they mean a lot. If you have questions or comments, please do leave them. I will get to them, I will reply, and I love hearing from you guys, but just a little warning, this is not live, and that doesn't make it any less valuable. So if you have any other tabs open, if your phone is a distraction, put them away and just focus for the next 30 minutes or so on this workshop. I promise you are going to walk away from it so motivated to write this ebook, which is exactly what I wanted you guys to do. And if you stick around until the end, I have a little surprise for you as well. So first of all, I want to thank you guys for taking the time to watch today's workshop. I'm not going to waste any of that time introducing myself for the first 20 minutes of the presentation, as it's the custom in online webinars. But if you recently discovered me, what you need to know about me is that I'm a blogging growth strategist and coach, and I'm really passionate about helping women take their blog and turn it into a business by providing them with actionable tips and strategies to help them increase their blog traffic, visibility, and income. If you do want to learn more about me and what I do online, you can head over to thesheapproach.com. But before I kick off this workshop series, it's important for me to tell you why you should listen to me in the first place. So in other words, I just want to answer the question, who am I to teach you about ebooks? And here's my answer. In the 2.5 years that I've been blogging and studying media and communication full-time as well, I have launched not one but 3 ebooks along with other 2 digital products, and I have done it all on my own. I didn't wait for somebody to want to publish my work to contact me, and the good news is that you don't have to either. You can take matters into your own hands, self-publish, and still become a successful ebook author and even keep a larger chunk of the money. And that's why I'm so passionate about this workshop. But I guess that you could argue that just because I published a lot of ebooks, that doesn't mean I know what I'm talking about. And you would be right. My first ebook, the first one that you see on screen right now, made only $131 in the launch week. And some of those were family members and friends trying to be supportive. I launched this ebook without a lot of knowledge of what I was doing, how to launch something, and my audience back then was quite small. But if I had to do it all over again, I would do it just the same. Because ever since I launched it, this ebook has made me over $600 in revenue. And that's not even my best-selling ebook. Because I had already written it and put in the work, and it was a finished product out there, it didn't matter that I had a disappointing launch, because in time I learned how to sell it, how to promote it, and how to get the right people to find it. And of course that in time I became better at actually launching ebooks as well. My first Amazon exclusive ebook went #1 in multiple categories in the first week of being on Amazon. This ebook was entirely self-published, and if you want to learn more about how to write an ebook for Amazon specifically, be sure to tune in for the 3rd part of this workshop. But getting to the part that you probably really care about, the numbers, I can tell you that I make between $500 and $2,500 each month from selling digital products. In some months, I just happen to bring in a larger chunk of that revenue because I either launch new products or I promote specific products, I have sales, I work with my affiliates. But on average, even if I do absolutely nothing to promote my ebooks and I don't actively try to make sales, I still make at least $500. I know that doesn't sound like a lot for some of you guys, but could you imagine how an extra $500 could change your life right now? Because I had no idea how such a small sum can make such a big difference when you look at the big picture. And that's what brings me to today's workshop topic, why you should write an ebook in the first place. Speaking of extra income, I'm going to kick things off with reason number 1 why you should want to write an ebook this year. And that is to make more money online, but more importantly, create a passive income source. First of all, ebooks are a great way to start monetizing your blog and create a passive income in your business. You only have to create an ebook once and for such a low cost, but you don't have a cap on how many copies you can sell, which means you can stop trading hours for money and you can actually make some extra income even when you're not working. And isn't that a dream? My ebooks are a big chunk of my blogging revenue, and the fact that I could still make money from something that I created 2 years ago or 2 months ago is mind-blowing. Adding digital products to my business has allowed me to grow my blog beyond what I can imagine, and not just in terms of income, but I'll mention a few other reasons in a minute. Not to mention that if you are a blogger or business owner and you've tried other ways to monetize your blog and they don't work for you because of your niche or because of your approach to things, then writing an ebook and having a product of your own to sell, it's such a game changer, and it's going to allow you to bring in that income that you haven't been able to generate so far. I know that I listed money as the first reason why you should write this ebook, but that was never my main motivator. I just see money as a means to creating a life I love. And that's something that I want for each and every one of you, because ebooks have made that possible for me. I want to share a story with you guys to make you understand why I love ebooks and why I think they're such a great idea if you really want to generate that passive income. And I also just want to show you the power of passive income, because I know it's a term that's thrown around a lot and it starts to lose its impact. This was me about 2 years ago back in Romania, where I'm from. I currently live in the UK and my niece lives up in California, and because of that we usually don't see each other a lot. I would say that ever since she was born, I just got used to seeing her once every 2 years or so. So at this point, I hadn't seen her for about 2 years along with my sister and other family, and we all gathered in Romania. And I just remember going back home just for a few months of the summer and visiting my family, but still having to do work. I was lucky enough to be able to work virtually for this e-commerce company, but I still had to put in the hours, and back then I was working full-time. And I was trying to keep up with working on my blog that I just started and I really wanted to grow. So I ended up missing out on a lot of family activities. And I just remember my niece coming up to me one day, trying to get me to have a water fight with her and the rest of my sisters, and how guilty I felt because I still had so much work to do, and she was picking up on the fact that I was working all the time. But I was trying to be a responsible adult and get my work done first. And I just remember thinking to myself and promising myself that I'll find a way to earn money even when I'm on vacation, so that I don't have to worry about money, but I can actually take time off to enjoy being with my family. And back then, it felt like such a distant dream. I had just started my blog, I was already working full-time, and back then I was only making enough money to cover the costs of blogging itself. But fast forward to last September, my sister and my niece actually came over to the UK for a surprise visit, and I got to drop everything for a week and just spend time with them. And guess what? I still met my income goal for the month because of my ebooks. We spent an entire day at a chocolate factory, learning how chocolate is made and pretty much indulging in it. And I was making ebook sales in the same time because I had put in the work, the ebooks were up for sale, I had processes that would sell them, and I just had the freedom to choose what to do with my time. So when I mean passive income, that is what I mean. I mean money that's going to allow you to not work all the time or to make your own rules about when you work. Because don't get me wrong, there's still a lot of work involved, and I don't spend my days now at chocolate factories, but I still get to create my own schedule. So if you're a coach, VA, a blogger, or online business owner, you have something to gain by having at least one digital product up for sale that you can sell passively. So that means you don't have to be there for each sale. But this is only one of the reasons why you should write an ebook. Reason number 2 why ebooks are so important is because they help you grow your impact and help more people. When I mentioned to one of my coaching clients that it would be a good idea for her to write an ebook, her first reaction was, wait, do people even buy ebooks anymore? Do they find them helpful? My answer to that is yes, yes, yes. Ebooks are the best possible way to make your body of work around a certain subject more coherent and be able to get your readers on a transformational journey. So unlike blog posts or even workshops that are just bite-sized chunks of information, ebooks can actually paint the full picture around a topic and get people from point A to point B. So whatever it is that you're trying to help people with or teach others, whether that is how to create a capsule wardrobe, how to lose weight, how to garden, an ebook is going to allow you to maximize your impact and make a real difference for a lot of people. So this is something that I actively pursue when I write ebooks. I want to help people master a certain aspect of blogging, for example, but that's hard to do even if I write multiple topics around that blog post. And that's because an ebook can go into so much more detail. There's a narrative flow to it that's going to take people step by step. And trust me when I say that people want that even if you have free information out there. For example, I follow this fitness influencer and she puts out there some really awesome content. So both her Instagram and YouTube are obviously free to watch and I've learned so much from it. But when I got serious about my fitness journey, I found it real hard to create a schedule or a workout program by myself, even if her tips were really great. So what I did is I actually decided to invest in one of her existing workout programs. Why? Because it was a step-by-step process that had everything I needed included right there in one place. I could have spent a few hours trying to look through her YouTube videos and Instagram and design a workout program for myself, but I really saw the value in purchasing a ready and made-for-you program. And ebooks act like the same thing. Plus, I really wanted to give back to her. So because she had given me so many awesome tips and advice for free, I was more than happy to support her and buy one of her paid products. And your audience is going to feel the same about you. So ebooks can not only change your life, but the life of your readers and audience as well. Whether you decide to publish it on Amazon or sell it on your own website, I strongly believe that ebooks can also help you grow your reach. For example, if you publish on Amazon, you are placing yourself in front of a new audience in a huge marketplace. Think about the daily traffic and visitors that Amazon gets every day. Having your ebook listed there, it's going to do wonders for your visibility. Ebooks can also help you with a bigger distribution and a bigger brand awareness. For example, my first ebook was included in a blogging bundle, which sold over 10,000 copies and reached not just random people, but people who were my target audience. Because my ebook was included in there, not only did I get a chunk of that income, but the news about my blog spread like crazy. And I reached 10,000 people that were not just looking at me like any other blogger, but they were looking at me like an expert because I had this program that they were guiding their blogging journey on. So whether it is a bigger online reach, more visibility, speaking gigs, interviews, email subscribers, blog traffic, or anything else, ebooks are a great catalyst for getting your name out there and helping you be remembered and noticed online. And that comes with its own advantages because it helps you build trust and establish authority. Ebooks are such a great way to share your ideas with the world, but beyond that, they can position you to build trust with your audience and establish authority in your niche. Which means even if you self-publish, people start looking at you like an expert on the topic of your ebook. That sets you apart from other bloggers and gets you taken seriously online, especially if you're new and just budding in the industry. Because now you are seen as an author, even if you are self-published. So you really set yourself apart while building that trust with people who actually read your ebook and see what you have to offer. As you can see, there are multiple reasons why writing an ebook and publishing it this year could take your blogging business to the next level. But as I mentioned in the beginning of this video, whenever we're dreaming of bigger projects, there are always these doubts and fears that are creeping in and stopping us from doing it. And there are actually a lot more reasons why people don't write ebooks in the first place, and I believe those people are missing out. Here are a few common reasons why people don't write ebooks and why you should not pay attention to these fears. One of the reasons is that people don't think that they are an expert to be able to write an ebook. But here's the deal with that. You don't have to be a certified, educated expert, have 10 plus years of experience, and so on to be able to give people real and raw advice on a topic. If you have some sort of life experience surrounding it, If there's some challenge that you yourself have surpassed and you can show other people how to get to where you are, then you are more than justified to write this ebook. If you have knowledge on a subject, if you have some experience or expertise surrounding it, and if you can just help people who are a few steps behind you get to where you are, then that's all you need to write an ebook that's actually going to bring people results. A lot of people are also perfectionists. So they have this ebook idea in mind, maybe they started working on it, but they never end up publishing it. I think that's such a shame. There's this quote I love by Reid Hoffman that says that if you're not embarrassed by the first version of your product, you launched too late. And I believe that to be true. I'm not saying put out there a crappy ebook, but if you're waiting for it to be perfect and you're postponing it because of that, then you're letting your fears cloud your judgment. Here's the deal. When I first launched my ebook, I was quite proud of it. But ever since, I've updated it so many times. I constantly made it better. And you can do the same. You don't have to launch a perfect ebook. Just put out there the first version that you can get. Then get some feedback on it. Find ways to improve it. Get people to actually play with it and find out if your strategies work. Otherwise, you're never gonna know. Another reason why people don't launch their ebooks is because they fear that no one is gonna buy it. I'm not saying that every ebook topic is a great idea, and there are certainly some that are gonna be more popular than others. And in tomorrow's workshop, I actually show you a few ways to validate your idea and make sure that people are gonna buy it. But as you saw happen with my ebook, people didn't buy it not because it was a bad ebook, but because I didn't know how to promote it. Once I figured out the strategies to do that, it was only a matter of time before the sales came pouring in. And that's actually something that I can help you with, because I know that nobody teaches us how to sell our products. And sometimes we just fear to ask our audience for money. And I want you to think about that differently. Here's the deal. If you gave out 10,000 copies for free of your ebook, I guarantee that those people are not going to get the same results if they paid for it. If people pay for it, even if it's $20, then they keep themselves accountable to actually going through the ebook, reading it, and implementing it. So if you really care about your audience, you're going to charge them money. Stop thinking about it like you're taking away something from them, because you are not. You are giving them something, and it's pretty much your duty to charge for that something because it's work and years of experience that you put into the digital product. And if you stick around until the end of this workshop, I'm actually going to offer you something that will teach you all those strategies and help you sell your ebook in a very non-salesy way. And of course, there's always a fear of trying something new. If you've never written a book before, that's something that you need to learn how to do. If you've never designed a book before or formatted it, if you've never created an ebook cover, created a sales page for it, and so on, those things seem like such monumental challenges that you might just give up on it altogether. But please don't. These are all things that you can either outsource or learn how to do. I did all of these for myself, except creating the ebook covers, which I cannot take credit for, but there are always solutions. If you want to learn how to do all that in order to launch your first ebook, then I actually have something that can help. Because unlike me, you don't have to figure all this out on your own. Let me ask you something. Based on what you learned here today, are you convinced that writing and publishing an ebook this year is the right choice for you? Because if the answer is yes, I can help. I am so excited to let you know that registration is now open for my new online course, Ebook Bestseller Bootcamp. This online course has over 10 hours of video content split into bite-sized videos that are only 15 to 20 minutes long that walk you through all these steps that I just mentioned. So everything that you need to know about writing, launching, and selling your ebook for profit is split into 3 modules and over 25 lessons that are going to help you come up with an ebook idea if you don't have one already and actually make it a reality. I'm talking everything from how to create a sales page for it or how to publish it on Amazon, how to generate passive income, so how to put together those strategies that you can actually use to step away from your business and still make money, and so much more. And this knowledge doesn't only come from me. I've actually interviewed over 5 experts, and I'm continuing to add to the course expert interviews from people that have very specific skills. For example, I interviewed a qualified and trained editor that walks you through how to edit and proofread your ebook. So if you're a first-time author and you're a perfectionist, you are gonna love this interview. I've also interviewed a trained copywriter that will teach you exactly how to build a best sales page, what you need to include on a sales page, what words to use, what language to use to get your customers to buy without coming across as salesy. Not to mention that I've created worksheets, examples, tech videos, cheat sheets, and so much more that are going to help you implement all these and make your job so much easier. And the best part, because you are attending my workshop right now, you're not only getting early access to the course, but you're getting an early bird pricing as well. You can save over $50 if you enroll in the course before March 22nd, because after that the price increases to $147. Not to mention that the doors will officially close on March 26th, and I won't be allowing new students in for a while. That's because I want to dedicate all my attention on getting this new class of student the best results possible and help them write and publish an ebook as quickly as possible. So not only is this the cheapest my course will ever be, but this is your chance to get a kickstart on writing this ebook. So by the time that I open the doors again, instead of being a brand new student, it will be a star student who has already published their ebook. Honestly, if I had something like this course when I started my blogging business, it wouldn't have taken me 2 years to get to where I am right now. This course is jam-packed with strategies that are going to help you make this ebook a reality, and it's honestly the best and most in-depth training that I've ever created. This is not just something that I put together overnight. I've been working on this course for over 3 months, but you don't have to take my word for it. I've actually had a class of beta testers who enrolled in the course over a month ago, and they've been going through the materials and helping me improve the course as they're writing their ebooks. And this is what they had to say about the course. Kinga said, "First of all, I enrolled in the EBB course because I plan on writing my own ebook. So when I saw you had an opening for a beta tester, I literally jumped to enroll. All the clips, tutorials, and resources are super professional and extremely helpful. Second, I would for sure recommend it to other people. This course has everything you need to know to get started, from ideas to writing all the way to launching, selling, and increasing sales." Claire also said, "Anna's course came along just at the right time for me. It's a fantastic course. I was full of ambition but also overwhelming doubts about writing and distributing my first ebook. I had gotten a substantial amount of helpful information from Anna's newsletter, so I jumped at the chance to take her ebook course. I'm glad I made that investment. Her course is full of information that made sense and was really well presented. It gave me the confidence to complete my goals. Besides giving me best practices roadmap for creating an ebook, she also saved me hours worth of research in figuring out where to go for graphics or formatting help." And we also have Yvonne, who's actually purchased my previous ebooks and jumped at the chance to be a beta tester as well. She said that even though I have already self-published a few ebooks as a fictional author, I think her course materials go way beyond just helping with writing and publishing your first ebook. It has given me more insight and great resources on how to be more productive, become a better writer and editor, and especially helping me launch and market my future ebooks. I recommend any first-time or even seasoned writers who want to launch an ebook in the near future to take this course. I would be so honored to be a part of your journey as you become a self-published author. And if that's on your to-do list for this year, I really believe that this course is the right choice for you. So I invite you to join these students using the link below, and here's exactly what you can expect. Once you click on the link, you'll be taken to a sales page where you can actually see more information about the course, including a full list of lessons. And when you click on the enroll button, you'll be taken through a checkout process that looks like this. Keep in mind that the price of $97 it's only available if you enroll before March 22nd. At the checkout process, you just have to put in your name, email, accept the terms, and then check out using either your credit card or PayPal in a secure transaction. Once you do, you'll be automatically taken to my secret location for this course, while you just have to create a student account by clicking the enroll button. You won't be charged anything else. You'll just create an account that's going to allow you to go through all my lessons, mark them as complete, leave comments, and interact with other students. I would love to see you on the other side and support you as you're writing and creating this ebook. And I'm going to leave you with one of my favorite quotes. "The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. the second best time is now. Don't wait 20 years or 2 years to launch this first ebook. The best time to create it is right now. Whether you choose to enroll or not, I hope you'll join me for tomorrow's workshop that's going to be all about how to get paid to write your ebook before you even start writing it. This topic is also extensively covered in the actual course, where I even offer technical tutorials to help you set up a few of the sales pages, but you're going to get it in tomorrow's workshop for free as well.